To start off, tell us about yourself. Give us your name, age, and occupation.
Sure. My name is Heidi. I am 42 years old and I'm an engineer.
Why are you here on Survivor?
I am here in Survivor because I'm following my dreams. So I am a latecomer to Survivor, and from the moment I watched the one episode, I was hooked. So then I ended up watching every season from the beginning, and I've been wanting to be on this show since I saw it for the first time. I want to represent my people, my family. I want to represent Latinas out there, Latinas working in STEM, perhaps, and all those people who may have an accent, may sound different and look different.
What's your history with watching Survivor?
Great question. So some of my neighbors started doing a poll to just selecting the winner from the beginning. And in all honesty, I had never watched an episode. And when I watched the first one, I got into it just because of that. So when I watched the first episode, I was like, how did I never know about this? I moved to the US in 2003. So for me, I just didn't watch from the beginning. I watched like halfway through, and then I ended up going back to season one to see what it was all about.
Give me one Survivor winner and one non-winner who you identify with the most.
Yes, so I think I would say a winner will be Sandra from Puerto Rico. She's from Puerto Rico, and she was representing, she's almost like the pioneer Latina who actually won. And I look up to her. Something different from me and her, hopefully, will be that I don't sit in too many challenges. But definitely, she's one of my favorites. A non winner, there's a few of them. One that I truly like will be a villainess. A lot of people saw her as a villainess, but I truly like her. Angelina. I mean, her negotiations change the way that this game is played. We've seen the negotiations for Rice later on in other seasons. So I truly enjoy her. She's all about female empowerment, and I love that, and I identify with that a lot. And I think I'm a little biased with the Latinas there.
What's your favorite moment in Survivor history?
Sure. There's a few favorites. I think this is not my favorite because of what happened, but this is my favorite because I have rewatched it with my family multiple times just to have conversations. The moment when Zeke was outed was so powerful. It was so sad, but at the same time, so powerful for me to have conversations with my kids. And I truly see that as perhaps a line that I do not want to cross, because he got to a personal side where it's a game. At the end of the day, we're going to play hard, but it is a game. And I really do not want to bring any personal items like that, where it should not be my position to do something like that. So I take it as a teaching moment more than anything.
What's one life experience you feel has prepared you most for the game?
The life experience that had prepared me the most has definitely been moving to the US. I moved after college. I could barely speak the language. I pretty much had nothing. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a bed. I didn't have anything, pretty much nothing other than an offer for a job. So that's why I moved. And I struggled. I went to the middle. I moved to the middle of New York, and I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything. So at the beginning, I just had to struggle a bit and hustle quite a bit in order to get myself going. And that struggle and adaptation that I had to do to move to the US from Puerto Rico was quite, I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that moment, and it's made me who I am. And I think a lot of what I've learned from that moment could be used into this game.
What excites you the most about the new era of Survivor?
What excites me the most? I love the speed. I think when I watch the old episodes versus the new episodes, the new ones is like there's no time to breathe. And in all honesty, that's my life. I mean, I'm a full-time employee. I have two kids. I do all kinds of things on the side, so I'm always on the run. And I love the pace. I really, really do. A lot of the wrinkles and the unexpected, expect the unexpected. It's really what it's all about, and I absolutely love. I also love the evolution of the game, how diverse it is, how they share the stories of the people. And that's why I'm here, because it inspires me to be here, right? The people in the past inspire me, and I hope to inspire some people in the future as well.
What do you think people will perceive you as?
I think they may perceive me a little bit on the seasoned side. I get the sense that I may be on the older side compared to everyone else. So season is not a bad thing because it comes with a whole lot of experiences. But I'm bubbly. I love people. I love talking to people. I love listening to people. So I hope they perceive me as someone energetic who's willing to play hard, do a strategy hard, but at the same time, being authentic with their friendships and just work hard in camp and at the challenges. So I hope they see me that I'm working hard. And hopefully they but at the beginning I cannot be too hard because they'll kick me out. So I just gotta play my timing right. But hopefully they find me authentic.
What type of player are you looking for in an alliance?
I'm looking for actually a partner that may be quite different than me. So I'm on the short side. I want to pair up with someone that's like on the tall side. I am on the older side. Maybe I don't know everyone's ages, but I'm gonna be on the older side. So I want to pair up with someone on the younger side. That's my plan coming in to kind of pair up and find someone that complements me and I can complement them and hopefully have a good friendship behind it too.
How eager will you be to look for advantages in the game?
I want to keep my composure, but I am eager. I think we will all have our eyes open and ears open and all our senses quite open to find them. And I truly hope to find one, at least one. The secret behind it is going to be to actually not share the secret with everyone. I feel like in the last few seasons, everyone shared every time they found an advantage or an idol or anything like that, and it bit them. So if I find one, my strategy coming in is hopefully not sharing the secrets.
What's the one thing you told yourself you wouldn't do in this game?
I will use the example I used in a previous question, which is hopefully not cross that personal ethical line. I'm going to play hard. This is a game of deceit, and I will play the game. But there's always that ethical personal line where I do not want to cross. I use the Seek example, and that's one line that I really truly hope that I will not cross.
What's the best advice you received before coming out to play?
All right, the best advice I received a few from my close people, my kids, my husband, my husband, not that I have multiple, just one. That was one, if you find an idol, that was from my kids, please do not share it with anybody unless they are with you and they notice it, but to keep that a secret. From my husband, it was more along the lines of, your physical ability will take you so far. What's going to take you beyond your abilities will be your mind. So use your heart and your mind to stay strong and just make sure that will take you farther than any physical ability you have.
Can you come up with your own weird phrase that could be said at a challenge to unlock an idol?
To unlock an Oh my god, that's a great question. And in all honesty, let me think about it, but I always say how I'm gonna use Heidi isms because my first language is not English. So sometimes I try to translate phrases from a different language to English and they just come out like, what did you just say? So I feel like I may say something along the lines that may be true in my native language and then kind of translate them. But what would that be? I don't have one right off the bat, but it will be certainly something that will not make sense.
What celebrity or fictional character would you want to come out for a loved one's visit?
Okay. Well, some of my, you know what? I would love Lin-Manuel Miranda. He identifies as Puerto Rican, although his parents are truly the ones that were born in the island. But that would be a dream, amazing dream come true. I absolutely love him, love everything he does, love everything he stands for. And that would be, gosh, a true dream come true.